This is Father Greg Heille at Aquinas Institute of Theology in St. Louis on Monday of the 27th week in Ordinary Time. Today our passage from Scripture is from the first letter to the Thessalonians, chapter 4. We do not want you to be uninformed, brothers and sisters, about those who have died, so that you may not grieve as others who have no hope. For since we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so, through Jesus, God will bring with him those who have died. In the last month, a member of my Dominican local community died. He was 83 years old. He had been fighting for his health for the last year with repeated hospitalizations. And in many ways, I think we're relieved that he was able to move on to God. And yet, even though my faith in the resurrection has been firm since the age of 16, I find that the death of someone with whom I have lived intimately for 20 years rattles me. It's not that I'm having a crisis of faith, but this experience of death up close and personal confronts me with the dark mystery of our faith, of what we only see dimly here in this life, the fullness of God's presence in the life of resurrection. I've been thinking a lot since my brother's death about the parable of the Good Samaritan, about that Samaritan who lifted up the man who was in the ditch and brought him for healing and for recovery at the inn. We believe that Jesus will lift us up, and so how important it must be for us to lift one another up, to be a good Samaritan to one another. By lifting one another up and by hoping in a world in which this is how we would treat one another globally, that we would lift up one another in our need. This is how we express our faith in resurrection, even though we can only see dimly at the time of a loved one's death.